Hey, can I tell you the lie we all believe when we're starting over? We believe that if you do everything right, we fix the resume, pray the prayers, do the visualization, that the doors will just fly open. Well, I did all those things. And the door just slammed shut in my face this morning. I got rejected from one of the positions I'd been waiting on. But here's the difference between me now and me 10 years ago. I know that rejection is often God's way of barricading me from a room I wasn't supposed to enter. Let's talk about it. Hey family, welcome back to Ways of Change. If you're new here, I'm Vanessa, and this is day 37, posting every day while I take you with me on my overseas job hunt. And we're keeping it all the way real, the wins, the waits, and the work in between. So the job hunt update for day 37. I didn't apply to anything today, but I stayed visible on LinkedIn with my hour of engagement. I call it my engagement hour. I also posted about disrespect in the workplace. After this video, go check me out on LinkedIn and let's connect. For the big update though, y'all remember I had applied for that administrative liaison position in Wiesbaden, Germany. On paper, it was the perfect fit. I had the qualifications. I had that, God, this feels right sensation. And this morning I got this email, not referred. I want to be real with you. For about 30 minutes, I felt this big. I felt like maybe I'm too old. Maybe I'm deluding myself. Maybe this is just a fantasy. That's where the enemy attacks, right in this gap between your expectations and your reality. Now, the coach Vanessa part of me knows what to do. I have all the tools. I teach this stuff. But the human Vanessa, the woman who's rebuilding her life at 58, she wanted to crawl under the covers and stay there for a week. Yeah. But I didn't. Instead, I turned on this camera because if we're going to talk about ways of change on this channel, I can't just show you the calm waters. I have to show you how I swim when the storm hits. So grab your tea, get comfortable. We're going to spend the next few minutes together. We're going to talk about rejection and procrastination, why your brain freezes up when things go wrong, and exactly how to thaw it out. This is the big sister talk I needed to hear this morning, so I'm giving it to you. Before we get into the NeuroScience or the strategy, we have to anchor ourselves in the Word first, because this is where I struggled this morning. Our scripture today comes from Matthew 7:7. Ask, and it will be given to you. Seek, and you will find. Knock, and the door will be opened to you. Y'all, I read this, and I got mad. I said, God, I did ask, I did seek, I did knock. In fact, I banged on the door and it didn't open. So, did your promise fail, God? Here's the truth I needed to hear. This verse is not a vending machine. It doesn't say knock and any door will open. It says knock and the right door, the kingdom door, will be opened. So sometimes we're knocking on a door that leads to a cliff. Sometimes we're knocking on a door that leads to burnout. If God kept that door shut, He isn't ignoring your knock. He's saving your life. The command in Matthew 7:7 isn't about the results either. It's about the persistence. Keep asking, keep seeking. Just because this door was locked doesn't mean the hallway is empty. This brings me to the next topic for today, because I know what happens after rejection. We don't just get sad, y'all. We get stuck. We start procrastinating. We think procrastination is laziness. Oh, I'm just being lazy today. No, you're not. No. Procrastination is a protection mechanism. Now, I've actually talked about procrastination on this channel before. I'll link that episode right here or right here because it covers the basics of getting things done. But today, I want to go deeper than that video did. In the last episode, we talked about the habits of procrastination. Today, I want to talk about the emotion behind it, because I realized this morning, staring at that rejection letter, that my sudden urge to go clean the kitchen wasn't just about being tidy. It was a trauma response. And I want to pause on that word for a minute, trauma. I know some of you hear that and think, Vanessa, isn't that a bit dramatic? I'm just putting off doing the laundry or sending an email. That's not trauma. But listen to me for a second. We need to redefine what trauma looks like in the body. We tend to think of trauma only as the big catastrophic events, but there's also the little t trauma. It's the accumulation of being told no. It's the memory of being fired. It's that time you started that business and people laughed. Your brain stores those memories not just as bad days, but as danger and little t traumas. Here's the science very simply. You have a part of your brain called the amygdala. Think of it as your internal security guard. Its only job is to keep you alive. It doesn't care about your dreams. It cares about your safety. When I opened that rejection email this morning, my security guard didn't see a text on the screen. It saw a threat. It saw rejection equals exclusion from the tribe equals death. So what did my body do? It triggered a freeze response. You know about the fight or flight, right? If a tiger chases you, you run. That's flight. If you punch it, that's fight. But you can't punch an email, and you can't run away from a digital notification. So your nervous system picks the third option. It shuts down or freezes. This is why after a rejection, you suddenly feel exhausted. You get brain fog. You find yourself staring at a wall or doom scrolling for hours. That's not you being lazy. That's your amygdala hijacking your system, saying, stay here, stay still. Don't make any sudden moves or that tiger might see us again. So when you try to sit down to write your next cover letter or film your next video, your security guard starts screaming, last time we did this, we got hurt. Abort mission. And what does abort mission looks like in 2026? It looks like reorganizing your spice rack instead of writing your business plan. It looks like researching for 6 hours instead of applying to that job. It looks like procrastination. Now, I need you to understand this. Your procrastination is not a character flaw. It's a biological protection mechanism. You're not broken. You're just in a protective state. The moment I realized that this morning, I said, oh, I'm not lazy. I'm just scared. Everything changed. Because you can't whip a scared child into working harder. You can't. You have to comfort them first. Does that resonate? Let me know in the comments. When you get bad news, do you go into fight mode, get angry and busy, or freeze mode, numb out and scroll? I'm definitely a freezer. So if procrastination is just our body screaming, I'm scared, how do we calm it down? We can't just think our way out of it. We have to use our body to change our mind. So the first thing I like to do is the physiological reset. We have to turn off the alarm. Before you try to write that email or finish that project, I want you to try this. It's a somatic exercise called the heart hold. So you're going to take your right hand and place it firmly over your heart. And you're going to take your left hand and place it over your belly and close your eyes. And we're going to take in a deep breath in through our nose. Hold for 4. And release for 6. So we're going to inhale for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 6. We're going to do it 3 times at once. Let's do it 2 more times. Inhale for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 6. Inhale for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 6. The longer exhale signals safety to your brain. And as you're doing this, You could say to yourself out loud or in your head, I am safe. The rejection can't hurt me. I am safe right here. And you can do this for 2 minutes. You will physically feel your shoulders drop. This is your security guard finally going on break. Now you're ready to work. The second thing we're going to do, step 2, is the crap draft strategy. It's lowering the bar. Once your body is calm, your brain is going to try to jump back in with perfectionism. If I do this, it has to be amazing. No, it doesn't. The antidote to perfectionism is what I call the crap draft. Give yourself permission to do it badly. Tell yourself, I'm going to write the worst cover letter in history. I'm going to film a video where I stumble over all of my words. Why? Because you can edit a bad page, but you can't edit a blank page. The goal isn't excellent right now. The goal is movement. Just break the freeze. Then the third step is the 5-minute rule. If the task still feels too big for you, like clean the whole garage or plan my move to Mauritius big, I use the 5-minute rule. You are only allowed to work on a scary thing for 5 minutes. That's it. Set a timer. Tell your brain, we're only going to do this for 300 seconds. And then we could go back to Instagram. Usually once you start, the fear vanishes and you keep going. But you have to trick your brain first into starting by making that commitment so small that it's laughable. So that's the plan. Acknowledge the trauma, reset the nervous system with the heart whole, and then produce a really messy first draft. That's how we move forward. And speaking of moving forward, knowing how to work is one thing, but knowing where you're going is another. I want to share some journaling prompts that help me get clear on my next steps after that rejection. We've done the breathing. We understand the science. Now I want you to grab your journal. If you don't have one, the notes app, even a napkin, anything to write on is just fine. Writing is magic because it takes the fear out of your head where it spins around like a tornado, and it puts it on paper where it stays still so you can look at it. So here are 3 prompts to help you unfreeze. Prompt 1, I call it naming the tiger. First, we identify what your amygdala is actually afraid of. Write this down. When I think about doing the task, what is the specific catastrophic story my brain is telling me? When I think about doing the task I'm avoiding, what is the specific catastrophic story my brain is telling me? Be honest. Is the story, if I post this video, everyone from high school will laugh at me? Is it, if I apply for this job and don't get it, it proves I'm too old? Write down the worst case scenario. Usually when we see it written down, we realize, oh, I can actually handle that. Prompt number 2, the cost of safety. We need to look at the price tag of your procrastination. We think staying safe is free, but it costs you everything. If I stay in this free state for exactly 1 more year, what dreams will I have to say goodbye to? The prompt is, if I stay in free state for exactly 1 more year, what dreams will I have to say goodbye to? This hurts to write, but for me, if I stay frozen in fear of rejection, I have to say goodbye to Mauritius. I have to say goodbye to financial freedom. I'm not willing to pay that price anymore. Are you? The third prompt, the micro commitment. We aren't building Rome in a day. We're just laying 1 brick at a time. So the third prompt is, what is 1 crap draft action I can take in the next 15 minutes that is so small I can't fail? What is 1 crap draft action I can take in the next 15 minutes that is so small I can't fail? Maybe it's opening a Word document and typing the title. Maybe it's putting your gym shoes by the door. Not running a mile, just moving the shoes. Write down your tiny brick. All right, friend. I shared my rejection story today, not to get pity, but to show you that we're in the trenches together. Whether you're 25 or 55 or 58, that fear doesn't just go away. You just get better at dancing with it. If you're feeling stuck, remember, your body isn't fighting with you. It's trying to protect you. Thank it for the protection. Do the heart hold. And then take that one tiny step. If you're still watching this part in the video, that tells me you're serious about growth. You aren't looking for a quick hack. You're looking for a real change. If that's you, I want you to officially join the family. Hit that subscribe button so we can do this every week. And if you know someone, maybe a sister or a friend, who is silently struggling with rejection right now, share this video with them. And one last thing, if you made it all the way to the end, you're my people. Leave me a wave emoji in the comments. That way, when I'm scrolling through, I'll know exactly who stuck with me through the deep stuff. Hey y'all, I'm Vanessa, and this is Waves of Change. Thank you for rocking with me for day 37. Woo woo! I appreciate you. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.